I've spent countless hours toiling away in front of CRTs, monitors, and HDTVs playing video games, but I've never amounted to anything more than a player. Sure, I've dabbled in the competitive scene for games like Super Smash Bros., and have watched and supported random events like Games Done Quick, but most of my existence as a gamer is through a product-consumer relationship. Games are my media of choice. The combination of tactile feedback with engaging, hours-long narratives and oftentimes heavily orchestrated music beats out sitting down and binging a Netflix show or listening to a newly released album on repeat. Usually, my connection to the games I play is based on the time spent playing them. All the deaths and respawns, rage quits and fist bumps create my journey as a gamer, from my humble days of failing to beat the Water, or Mega Mac, in Sonic 2, to admiring the shiny graphical coat of my PS5 games. In most respects, Overwatch is just another game I've played. Like so many other titles, I purchased on a whim, enticed by the character design on the box art. Physical media for life, by the way. And despite being a team-based multiplayer game, I played Overwatch like so many other titles, typically off-mic with a bunch of randos like any game of Call of Duty or Smash Online. Strangely enough, when I heard the news that Jeff Kaplan, the face of the Overwatch team for the last 5 years, would be leaving Blizzard, my heart sunk and I had a glaring realization. Jeff is a huge reason why I love Overwatch. To the best of my knowledge, Jeff, at least the developer we watch explain and explore Overwatch, isn't too different from me. He was born in New Jersey and had a background in writing. More importantly, despite being credited as a game designer and director on projects at Blizzard, he wasn't the technical wizard so often associated with game development. In other words, Jeff is a gamer. Over the last 5 years, fans have been treated to 50 Overwatch developer updates. Hosted on the Play Overwatch YouTube channel, these videos, usually between 5 and 15 minutes in length, saw Jeff from the Overwatch team chatting about the newest changes and fixes that players could look forward to. Typically dressed in a t-shirt or hoodie with an Overwatch logo, each of the videos follow the same course. Unlike the status quo for highly manicured talking head videos on YouTube, the developer updates lacked any noticeable sort of jump cuts or edits. Jeff was a straight shooter, talking uninterruptedly about the game without any sort of pause or stutter. The community, of course, most notably YouTuber DinoFlies, took the Jeff updates and turned them into community memes, chopping up various words and phrases to hear Jeff dish out a collective spanking to the sometimes toxic Overwatch community.
I feel like I have to put the Overwatch community over my need, and I don't care how many asses I have to spank.
Or creating a public database of players ready to be doxxed. Kidding aside, these updates stood in contrast to standard video game PR procedures. In many ways, these videos posed Jeff as a fellow gamer chatting about the latest news in his favorite game. There were no cinematic sequences of high-octane action or calls to purchase loot boxes or battle passes. The strategy was akin to an Overwatch fireside chat, tallying up the changes and updates in language easily understood by casual fans and pro players alike. As one of those casual players, I couldn't be happier with the approach. Despite pouring over 1,800 hours into Overwatch, I've never watched an entire professional match. Well, there was one time Overwatch was on ESPN, and I watched for a little while as something of an I was there for that moment, but I quickly turned it off when I realized the commentator-controlled camera was not working for me. Jeff's updates were approachable, if at times a tad dry, perfectly suited to the dad-like aura the community bestowed upon him. Some fans affectionately called him Papa Jeff. In 2017, he recognized his odd role in the videos while reflecting on the DinoFlash parodies. I mean, I'm this middle-aged, awkward nerd with 0 points in charisma and really don't belong on camera in any way, shape, or form, he said on Reddit during his Ask Me Anything Q&A. And yet he returned time and time again, delivering the Overwatch digest as only he could. He did so even after admitting that he was a platinum player, who he thinks could get to diamond if he played competitive more. In Overwatch, platinum sits just a tier above gold, which is where the majority of players, and yours truly, compete. In most cases, there's a disconnect between game developers and their fans. Masahiro Sakurai of Super Smash Bros. Fame has plenty of meme-worthy moments in his own developer updates. But he can also be seen controlling 2 opposing characters with 2 controllers at the same time, like he's typing on a keyboard. People who make games are usually viewed as gods of their games, and rightly so. Jeff, by contrast, felt more like a casual player than any developer I can think of in recent memory. His passion for the game was always apparent, but never strayed into the annexing, hardcore fandom that could drive lower-skilled players away. Like the game itself, which features a diverse cast of characters from all walks of life, Jeff helped Overwatch become an inclusive, safe space regardless of how you preferred to play. I don't know if I'll take to another set of Overwatch developer updates delivered by anyone but Jeff himself. So for now, I'll just say thanks to Jeff, from the Overwatch team, for reminding gamers that you don't have to be MLG Pro to enjoy a game. You just have to have a little bit of fun.